Matthew in England writes, "Hey Paul." Hey Matthew. "I just watched your Why Digital Audio Isn't Stair-Stepped video, and you used the train analogy, but I wonder if a flick book or a film reel might be easier to visualize for people. Each page or frame is a discrete picture or tone or voltage, but when we play them back fast enough, we see a moving image, or we hear wonderful music. Thanks for your videos. I studied electronics at college many years ago, but then moved into software, so your explanations trigger light bulb moments in my head like an internal nostalgia disco." All right, well, thanks, Matthew. Yeah, he's right. I have used the train analogy where each of the words, if you will, in a digital recording or capture is filled with bits, right? Each car, as it goes along, each car is filled up with 24 bits. And then the next car comes along and it fills it up with 24 more bits. And these bits vary to make different levels of sound. And when you run the train real fast, you get an uninterrupted sound, which is why there's no stair step. And what Matthew is proposing is, instead of using the train analogy, we use the flip book. So you've probably seen those old things where you go like that, or where you take a book and you brrrr, and it moves, right? Well, each of those pages in that flip book represents one digital word. Or if we're talking, that's PCM. If we're talking DSD, then we got a much bigger book and it moves a lot faster, like 11 million times a second versus 44,000 times a second. But all that's academic because you can't visualize that, nor can I. But yeah, I think a flip book is probably, or a film reel. I mean, most of us know that movies are a series of still images, right? If you look at a film, there's an image like that, and then like this, and that's how animation is done. If you slow it down, but if you speed it up enough, your eye cannot perceive that framing, and it looks like it's a continual motion. So films run at about 24 frames a second. Video runs quite a bit faster. Oh, I don't know how many times a second it runs, but maybe 100 times a second. I'm just guessing what the video rate is. But nonetheless, it still is a group. I'm recording this on an iPhone. And this iPhone is taking a series of still photos with its camera, stringing them all together like a flip book in the same way. And you don't see any stutter or jitter or stair-stepping watching this video, do you? But intellectually, you know it is a series of individual images, just like digital audio is a series of individual measurements and records of a specific voltage level at that moment in time. But when we string them all together and we play them real quick, they look like, or they sound like, video or music and real life. And that's why there are no stair steps. All right. Thanks for watching.